Hello and welcome to round one of my Sultai Energy League. A pretty good hand. Fetid Pool's a little awkward because I can't rep a Fatal Push. Oh, it looks like we're playing against the red-black aggro deck, which is a deck that has been kind of doing well on Moto. It's kind of like an unlicensed disintegration beatdown deck. I think what I'm going to do is just lead on Swamp and try to Fatal Push whatever 2-drop he plays. That way, even though I would like to get the set Fetid Pools into play, I already have a blue source, and this will just prevent me from falling too behind. In the other game, if he plays like a Scrounger, it's kind of interesting because I have to decide what I want to kill. The answer is probably just the Scrounger, just because it attacks for more, though the Night Lookout does attack for 2 per turn. See what he has. It is a Scrounger. I think I have to Fatal Push the Scrounger, because if I just play a creature and he has unlicensed disintegration, he gets through. Not to mention that the Constrictor just blocks the Lookout. So it seems kind of foolish to want to not kill the creature that I can block with the Constrictor. I actually pinched on green mana here. If we had one more green mana, I'd feel pretty good about this game because I could go Constrictor with Blossoming Defense backup, but I feel okay. He's cut off an artifact right now, which is pretty reasonable. I'm not actually that familiar with the deck plays. Looks like he plays Fatal Push. Okay. Wasn't sure exactly what's in my opponent's deck. Looking for a forest here, I think. Rogue Refiner. So, pretty awkward. This Fetid Pools is really costing us. If I played it on turn 1, the Scrounger wouldn't be dead either. I think what we do is we just play the Constrictor. He can't draw 2 cards without attacking with this once. So I think it's fine. I don't have any energy, so playing the Siphoner doesn't really do much. And here I can actually get my Fetid Pools into play tapped. That way I can play the Rogue Refiner next turn. And I'll have the option of playing Siphoner and holding up defense. If I draw a forest or an island, I could actually play the Rogue Refiner. So, not feeling great about my spot here. Looks like he's got an Ethersphere Harvester, which is good with the Lookout. He can drain me every turn. I can't really stop him. So we draw a Rishkar. It's a bit unfortunate because I felt like I kind of wanted to race. I kind of want to race, but that isn't quite enough. So I think what I need to do is just play Rishkar, and then I can play the Glintsleeve Siphoner. Can I? No, I can't, because I need the black mana for that. Oh, I can actually, because I'll just play the Swamp and leave up Fetid Pools. I wish I had another green source, because then I could like attack with the Constrictor, and if he blocks, I get to Blossoming Defense. But yeah, this is my only real play here is to play the Rishkar and then the Siphoner after. I guess I'm at a reasonable life total. It's not like I'm just straight dead. And once he starts attacking with this, then I can swing back with the Constrictor and the Rishkar. But at the same time, we're looking at he's going to be drawing 2 cards a turn. So I'm not thrilled. But I will be able to trigger the Siphoner next turn. And if I draw a Walking Ballista, I get to just massacre his team, which is pretty good. He also missed a land drop, which is pretty nice when he's drawing extras. So, like, if he attacks with the Siphoner, I can double block it. Yeah, he's got the Scrounger, but I just want to save my life total. Yeah, because he's got 2 Lookouts now. Lookout is a card that's actually really good. Like, I remember playing it in Limited sometimes. There was, like, a red-black aggro deck where you played as many Night Lookouts as you got. And you just played it with whatever vehicles you had. And it's actually, like, a pretty good late-game plan because It's impossible. It's really hard to kill a vehicle if your opponent can crew it. You know, if your opponent can crew it on their own terms. And the night market lookout actually, like, if you use a removal spell on it, you're not getting much out of it because, you know, I'm spending like 2 or 3 mana to kill 1 drop. So he's gonna gain 3 life. It's gonna be pretty tough. I think I need to draw a Walking Ballista this turn or next turn to be in the game. If I draw a Ballista, I just kill his entire team, though. So I'm going to play Rogue Refiner, see if I can draw the Ballista. Still kills his entire team if I draw it, because I can use the mana from these guys. Draw Constrictor. So yeah, we're probably dead now, because even if I draw the Ballista, the Ethersphere Harvester is still representing lethal, which is unfortunate. But that's how the matchup against these dorky creature decks goes, like against mono red. You know, on the draw, it's kind of tough to stabilize. I'm dead to a Disintegration as well, because I don't have a green mana up, but I don't think I could really do anything about that. I think I just have to play my guys out and hope he has nothing. Fatal Push is lethal. Oh, actually, no, I go to 1 life. It's not quite lethal. If he's got a creature, I think it's lethal because he can crew this and he can just attack with the lookouts. Don't think I can win because if I draw a Ballista, like he can just return the Scrounger if I kill his team and crew this Harvester. Oh, he's got Lightning Strike. All right. Pretty quick game 1. I think we want the Scavenger. And I think maybe we want to cut some number of Siphoners. Even though I like the card, it just seems like a matchup where my life total can be pressured. And normally when I bring in the Scavengers, I'm forced to board out some of the Rogue Refiners. Rogue Refiner is a weird one in this deck because normally, like, every Teamer deck I've ever played, you don't really ever want to cut Rogue Refiner, but when I'm boarding in 3 mana 3/2s instead, I think it's what we'd much rather not be gummed up with a bunch of 3 mana 3/2s. I think this is fine. I actually like the Blossoming Defense because it counters Unlicensed Disintegration. I wonder if I want Vraska's Contempt. It's just his creatures are just so cheap that it seems like a really bad trade for us. So I think we're going to run it like this. Leaving in 2 Siphoners because they're still good. And I still want to have a lot of cheap threats. Even against a burn deck. Even though we got crushed that game, it's one of those weird games where I'm not going to say it was like a close game, but even though we just got blitzed down, like the fact that if we just had a Ballista, we would have easily won, makes it kind of feel as if, you know, the game was closer than it looked because I just had like a 4x draw that just won me the game. I think I just mulligan this hand. I have no 2-drop and no guaranteed 3rd land. And, like, this is, like, not the hand we want to see, Hostage Taker and Blossoming Defense. Just because I can't get onto the board, so we're going to mulligan. This hand is a better hand, but kind of prone to flooding. I do have a Fatal Push for his first play, which is nice, and I do get to Scry, so hopefully we can spike a 2-drop of some sort. Okay, we're gonna keep and bottom. I do have a scavenger, and ironically, in this hand I kind of would rather it be a rogue refiner, which is pretty funny. I don't think I'm gonna fatal push anything here. I'll let him have the lookout. If I draw a 2-drop, I can block it. If he plays a 2-drop that I'd rather fatal push, I'll just hit that. Take the 2-point life swing now. Or 2 points of damage now. Fetid Pools is, I guess, better than any other land. I think that's one of the problems with this deck being so low to the ground is you flood out a lot. Gun Sleeve Siphoner. Okay, so I'll fatal push that. Because he has got the Ether Hub, like I could cycle, but because he has the Ether Hub, he's going to be drawing an extra card off that next turn, so I think I'm pretty much locked to having to fatal push this. So Gear Hulk. I don't think he plays a Braid, so this actually might be really nice. KO that and gain 2. Hopefully we can draw something nice to play next turn. Like if I draw any creature, I can just play the Fetid Pools and set up for a Verdurous Gear Hulk. He's got a Yahini. Don't really want this to get bigger, so I'll just take it. There's a Hostage Taker, which is pretty good. I think I'm just going to run it on the Yahini. It's kind of annoying because the Yahini has haste. So if he does kill the Hostage Taker, which he probably can, he gets to attack with it right away. But the question is it worth attacking with the Scavenger? I think it's not. It's 4 damage, but I think I'm not trying to race him here. If I had an untapped land instead of the Fetid Pools, I think it almost certainly is like a punch for 4 play, because then like we're guaranteed to play the Gear Hulk the next turn. He's attacking with this. Is there a raid card that he could have? Like the one that makes me take 2 damage? This is kind of bizarre, because I don't actually know. I'm actually going to look up what these decks look like, because I'm not really 100% sure what they play. Black, red, aggro. I mean, I guess he could have like a shock? But why? Or a magma spray? What does 1 damage, though? Seems really weird. Like, I'm never going to block with this, obviously. So it's got to be something that punishes me on the Death Scavenger. Feels to me like it's a raid card or like a Sweltering Suns or something. So I just block. If he's got like a Supernatural Stamina or something weird, like, yeah, you got me. I think it's like a Sweltering Suns. A Bontu's Reckoning. Okay. That's what it felt like. Here's an Attune. Do I cycle first or do I attune first? I think the deck thinning is kind of irrelevant. I'd rather cycle because I could draw into like a 2-drop. Alright, it's not looking too great for me here. Get another... doesn't really matter. I'll get a black source. It's possible I just don't want Blossoming Defense at all. If I'm on the draw, I think I'll cut it all, but it's possible that I just want a really, really, really big like amount of creatures that can block. Fatal Push is interesting. I kind of was hoping to draw a land because this opens me up to Disintegration. But this is going to be pretty good if he doesn't have Disintegration. We're probably dead if he does. I guess I could just, if he's got Disintegration, I can draw something. Bontu's Last Reckoning is kind of a bizarre card. I can actually block the Hazoret. What happens if I block the Lookout? I think I just blocked this guy. I forgot they had Hazoret. I should have boarded in. Should have boarded in the Vraska's Contempt. That was foolish of me. I think think I just blocked the Ahini, right? Because he wants to save it. I'm only taking 2 more damage. I do have an 8/8. I could actually... If I draw a creature that can block... Nope. Oh, but I have the Hostage Takers. I was going to say, like, having no outs to this is pretty loose, but I do have 4 Hostage Taker, which ain't bad. I think I'm just dead, though. Like, I'm dead on... I'm going to 1 on board. And then I have 1 turn to draw a Hostage Taker, Disintegration. So I pretty much need to draw a Hostage Taker, or I'm screwed. He doesn't want to go all in. I guess that's reasonable. Just flooding out. I guess there's no reason to play that land. Well, if I draw a Hostage Taker, I can't also play this, so yeah, we just pass. There's a Siphoner. Okay. This actually works out nicely for me that he played that. Because he's not doing me for 2 with it. It just gives me another turn to draw a Hostage Taker. There's a Scavenger. That's actually kind of interesting. Problem is, if I attack, I only get 4 damage, so I don't think I can do that. But this helps me race the Hazoret. And now if I draw a Hostage Taker, I think I'm in great shape. Oh, let's just KO the Siphoner. And maybe Rogue Refiner is better. I guess in this situation, this is better than the Rogue Refiner. The ability to remove Scavengers, or the ability to remove Earthshaker Kenras and Scrap Heap Scroungers is just so good. Though I'm not sure actually if he's got the Kenras or not. Ooh, Siphoner's nice. Though it does put me at a bad life total, which is kind of unfortunate. Oh, actually, I should play my land out, because if I draw, like, Hostage Taker into... It gives them information, but if I draw Hostage Taker land next turn, I want to be able to cast the Hazoret. Him drawing that Dread Wanderer is pretty gross. Is he going to serve with the team? Don't really understand this attack. So I block like this. Then if he wants to save his Yahini, he has to sack the Dread Wanderer. And then I get to attack back and gain 2 life. Which obviously I can't draw a card off the Siphoner now. Puts me to 4. Seems like a bad attack to me, but I guess he just gets to return this for free. But the fact that he gives me a free attack with this is super, super nice. I really need to draw something, though, like a spell. And he's... Ooh, a Ballista. Okay, that's great. That is excellent. It's not quite as good as a Hostage Taker, but maybe the next best thing. Unfortunately, it's not big enough to block this Yahini. But I can just kill and exile the Dread Wanderer, which I think is the best play. I will have to chump with it, but every turn he attacks with this is like a turn I get to serve with the Scavenger for free. And every time I every time I serve with the Scavenger, it gives me like another turn to it gives me another turn to draw a Hostage Taker. It's actually been pretty nice because this Gearhulk has been like, I would have lost if it was a Scarab God because the Hazoret just lines up so well. He's going to pitch a Scrounger. That's unfortunate. He just keeps drawing spells, so to speak. He doesn't attack. Okay. I guess I'm just dead to him returning Scrounger. Maybe? Alright, Hostage Taker? Ooh, Rogue Refiner. That's a redraw. That's nice. Yeah, I feel pretty bad. If I had Vraska's Contempts in my deck, I would be in, like, much better shape. Because I'd be able to, like, just draw, kill the Hazoret, and then maybe win. So he's going to return the Scrounger. The question is, can I use this Fatal Push? I think the answer is probably not. It's been a bizarre game. I think that one attack he made was just, I mean, I'm not going to say it was bad because he wasn't necessarily losing because of it, but it was more like it gave me, it could have been good, but it gave me a huge window to win when I felt like I was just dead to his Hazoret. I guess in his mind, if he just goes all in, I can draw Vraska's Contempt or a Hostage Taker and just win. But what's like weird about the situation is as soon as he like doesn't go all in, I just get additional turns to draw what I need. So I might actually be in good shape here. I can't really tell right now. I get to exile the Scrounger potentially. So I need to attack with this, right? I'm like pretty close to having lethal, which is kind of bizarre. I think what I do is I pump this. Is there a play here that's not just suicide my Scavenger? I don't think there is. It's kind of unfortunate. I was really hoping to draw a creature. That way I can kind of like kill his guys. It's just so awkward that I have the Fatal Push. Well, actually, I could Fatal Push. Could I Fatal Push the Ahini after? Then I don't have to lose the Ballista. After the Scavenger dies. Like attack with the Scavenger. He's gonna block with something. Then I ping the Scrounger twice. I think that's the best play. Yeah, I think that's the best play. I think we just suicide this. Oh, I misclicked. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's really frustrating. Okay. Oh my god. That's stupid. I wonder if I would have won. Like, he just blocks. What I was going to do was ping the Scrounger twice and then Fatal Push this in response to him bringing the Scrounger back. And then I've got like the active Ballista. I'm at 5 life. I guess the top of my deck was land, Blossoming Defense, so it didn't really matter. I would have just lost to the Hazoret eventually. But yeah, we missed sideboarded there. For sure. I should bring in those. If one of those blossoming defenses was of Vraska's Contempt, it would have been a pretty easy win.